Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we're taking a look at Akemie, which is a Eurorack modular by ALM. It's pretty damn fun, so let's urge. Good morning, hello, welcome to the show, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. I'm Jade, and this is How to App on iOS, and today we're going to have some modular fun. Boom! I can't wait. Hope you're all doing good. I'm doing okay. We got another hot day coming up? Who knows? 31 degrees today in Australia. Can't wait. Wow, 31? 31? Yeah, that's going to be awful. Good stuff. Sun's already out. I can see it through the window. What's happening, everybody? Let's say hello to you all, and we'll get into this quick smart today because I've got things to do. I've got fish to buy today. A fish tank's still rocking over there. Look at they're going to have some friends later today. It's all good. Leela's first in the house. It looks like fun, does it? She's getting some coffee. Lawcat, hello. Thomas Christ, what's going on? Polvolt, g'day, g'day. I've got to do your thumbnail later today. Hey, guys, you know, let me tell you, this time of the year is normally very quiet for apps, and this year is no exception. So it's been a little bit of a trying to find some apps. But it's funny, you stop looking and all of a sudden you've got a pile of apps, and wow, I think I've got like 6 apps to do over this week and the next few days, end of this week, next few days. So, and there's some really big releases coming next week. We're hoping it's going to be next week, a massive, massive release next week. And I really can't wait to get into that. Super cool. But today we're taking a look at this baby. I've seen this thing floating around and been like, oh, I want to get my hands on that at some stage. Reached out yesterday, so I've only had this for a day. But see, there you go. That's how easy it is to pick this thing up. I've only had it for a day and already think I know it as well as my girlfriend. Sorry, babe. What is it called? It is Akemie. It is $14.99. It is a Eurorack module. If you don't know what a Eurorack module is, well, I'm about to tell you. It's an AUv3, so you can use this in your Cubase, your Logic Pro, whatever you like, whatever you want to use it in. Let's have a look down here. What else does it run on? Anything else? It also runs on lots of things. There you go. So your iPad, iPhone runs on all those bizzos and you're all good to go. I'm going to bounce out of here for a tick and show you what it is based off. So this is the Busy Circuits Akemie's Taiko actual module. So you can see this is a piece of equipment here that you plug in, and you know, you got all the cables coming out. It is an FM synthesis based on a drum voice created using original Yamaha ICs. It builds on the same technology of their other piece of gear, the Castle. And yeah, so this is a clone of that. And it's heaps of fun. So we'll get straight into it. Boom. I'll let you know of what's coming up on the show at our midway point and all of that. Let's open up AUM. Here is a project that I slapped together. That's nice, ready to go. And I've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 instances of it running up here. Nothing else. We've got a hammerhead just for some kick drum, even though this is, you know, a drum module. But it's more than that. It's an FM synthesis, so synth sounds, drums, you can make all that kind of stuff. It's very, very versatile. More versatile than what I expected. So there you go. That's what she said. All right, so let's hit play. I'll shut up and we'll hear some sounds. Oh yeah, let's clear this out of here and get down to how this thing works, shall we? I'm going to open up a little project I already have, just with an instance of it running by itself. I'm sure it's this one right here. So basically, now not only can this be used for making drums, essentially it is it's for drums, but it has this FM synthesis in it, which gives you the power to make heaps of really cool synth sounds as well. So this is a little preset I made. I want to touch on presets first. Let's talk about this. So here it is running as an AUv3. Now, there's no place to click on to see the presets that you get with it. The only place in AUM or in another DAW is to click on the little section that is normally set aside. So Cubasis has a little place set aside, Logic has the same, and you'll find all these presets in here. So there's a nice little number of them. But when you open this up, as a standalone, and we'll do a search for it for a standalone. Here it is in standalone version. And when you click on this little ALM section here, you'll get all your presets. And you can scroll through them. You've got a little user bank here, which you can add to. So you can edit the name of it by clicking the pencil, blah, and hit enter. And to save is the down, and to add, to actually, grab the preset, you just hit the up arrow. It's the same over here with presets here, because you can see up arrow, it will load those presets in, click off, and there's your preset. You've got a BPM and a play and a stop button, so you can run this as a standalone, but there's no other controls. I don't see any other controls to set this up via MIDI or anything as a standalone, so there's that. Anyway, let's come back to it as an AUv3, and we'll hide this keyboard. And so, just to prove that you can make some pretty interesting sounds with this, let's hit play. This is a preset that I made, which is called Angels. Hello, Joe. So yeah, you can hear this is evolving, constantly changing, because we can have different amounts of lengths for our lanes. That's what she said. We can add more lanes here. And you're going to get those varying patterns happening, different speeds, so we can change the speeds and everything. Let's quickly just go through some of the presets in here so you can hear some of the drum stuff. Now I've got a reverb on here at the moment. Let's take that out. And you can see with this, so the way this runs is this is a 6. So we've got six tracks here that we can add here to our sequencer, yeah? 6 by 16 boxes, and you can choose the length of this, you can choose the speed of these. We're currently just using one of these in this preset. Let's jump down to acid. So yes, acid sounds. It's very, very versatile. So this preset here actually called blank state is your init patch. So just be aware of that. Blank state is your init patch. Chip tune. I mean, it's an FM synth, so very, very broad. And this is all just within the one sequence. We got drums, we got chip tune, all of that in there. Throw some reverb on this one. Okay, so the reason I've gone through presets first today is very important. Between the standalone version, and this is hopefully something that can get fixed in a future update, if you save a preset in here, so you make something cool, you like it, you come in here, and because there's no preset actually built into the app from here, like I don't know why it's not there, why I can't do it there and why it's only up here. It'd be nice to see that in here. I can only hit plus to save a preset. Now it's going to save this preset up here, meaning that if I open the standalone version, that preset is not going to be available to me in the standalone version, right? Vice versa. Open the standalone version, have a mess about with it in there, open it up in AUM, it's not going to be there. So that, hopefully that can be sorted because, you know, most apps can do that. So it's a little bit of a drawback, but this is a port from the desktop as well. You can get this on desktop also from their website, from ALM's website, which I've linked. Have I? No, it will be linked down below. Anyway, let's start off with a blank patch and get into this. Show you how it all works. So obviously these are our 6 operators up the top here, yeah? So we've got 6 of them. They match down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll focus on number 1 today. You've got a mute, you've got solo, so all of these have the same buttons. We'll just solo this for the start. Now up here is the 2 differences between our dual operators. So each one of these blocks has a dual operator. Okay, so what is that? And you've got FM or mix. And when you're on FM, operator 1 modulates operator 2. And you'll see that down below here with the 2 releases. So whatever you've got, so number 1 is modulating number 2. But when you run mix, it mixes the 2 operators together. So each of these have 2 operators, each one of these blocks. We're just going to sit on FM for the moment. You have a level for each one. Now, you've got a pan left and right. Let's just put in some notes just randomly in here. We'll just, and hit play. All right. So level. If you've got headphones on, panning. There you go. Over to the right, over to the left. Double tap and it'll bring these back to where they begin. Now you've got a start and end point. And this changes the note, right? So you can see when I bring this all the way down, it's at 20 hertz. And bring it up, g'day CQ. And we have an end point of the note. Now you see if I turn this up, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't make any changes to it. This is where the speed dial comes in, right? So what the speed dial does here, it changes the rate between the start and the end, between these 2 knobs up here. So if I start turning this up, we're getting a bend in there. We're getting the start point up to the end. Turn down the speed, and we're just getting that start note there, right? But don't worry, there's so much more customization to happen down here. Our ratio, this is a discrete harmonic ratio between the 2 operators. So remember, we've got 2 operators running here. And this is yours to experiment with, yeah? Let's bring that back up a little bit. Oh, that note was actually good. The other thing that's missing from here is an undo and redo. Unforgivable. We need an undo and redo. That would be really, really cool. GarageBand covers, hello to you. So moving along, we've covered our ratio. We also have a wave here. So the wave selection gives you 8 wave shapes to mess about with. And you can hear them as we drag through slowly. Just give this a bit of level. Remember, combining with our ratio, Bit of speed in there. Right, so you're going to get these, chip tune stuff, pretty easy to make. If dots, hello to you. Feedback, let's talk about our feedback. So the feedback sends the first operator into its, back into itself. And this is how you can get drums, hi-hats, snares, right? Finally, down here, we've got our release 1 and 2. So this is the release time for each of the operators. If we bring down release 2, you want hi-hats? You've got hi-hats, yeah? Pretty easy to whack out some hi-hats in there. Bring that back up. You're going to get a longer tail on there. Start to move into a snare. And release 1 controls the other of the operators. All right, so now let's change things up and move this to mix. So now this is mixing both of the operators together. And let's flick between them just so you can hear the difference. Hey, B Metal, what's going on? So, the sky's the limit for making sounds in here, yeah? All right, let's come down here. So these are the remember, you can make completely different sounds for each of these in each of these different lanes. So let's start messing about here with this. I'm just going to go back to our init patch, the blank state, clear everything out again. And let's talk about down here, because not only can you change a lot of this stuff here with the start and end, down here in our sequencer, you have all of these same options to mess about with too. So you can get down and individually change each note. It's just really nice. Let's put in a few notes again. Now, the first one in here is the gate. And the gate is pretty self-explanatory. It creates a note, right? It's actually putting in a note in there. So whenever you put one in on the gate setting, you also have a delay in here. And to activate these delays, so you switch down to the next section, which is delay. You just grab on your box, that's what she said, and you can add these delays in here, right? You can turn them up. And hear what that's doing? It's putting a delay. It's not a delay as in like a huge tail delay. It's putting a slight delay on. You can see it's stopping here and slowing down. So if you want to, it's essentially staggering the, so you can determine how much you want by going up and down with these boxes. So there's your delay. We've got a random skip. So if I put this up halfway now, it's not always going to play the note because it's randomly 50%. It could skip, it could play the note. Let's put in another couple of notes. So we'll come back up here to gate, drop in another couple of notes. Drop down box, back to random skip. Now we'll randomize these a bit. So you don't know if you're going to get it to play or not, yeah? There's your random skip. The next one is level. So we can come in here and we can change the level of these as well. We can. Now, they're only going to make a difference if the level that you choose is larger than the level you have up here, yeah? So remember that. Panning, we can come in and pan these as well, left and right. So if you've got headphones on, you should be able to hear. Let's turn off these random skips. Come back to our pan. So you can do all that too. I'm going to bring that pan down. Panning, frequency start. You can come in here and well with individual notes. Now, when talking about this, you've got to remember, we have already a start set here. So the first note that it plays is always going to be this start. If I bring this down, now we've got the lower section. We can come in here and... All right, so frequency start, the same thing with frequency end. All these things, the same thing. We can come in and do speed, ratio. We can do a different sound for this one. So the customization is quite ridiculous. We can change the ratio for this one. So just in one lane, you can go bonkers. You can really, create some wild sounds just in one single lane. Change the release, the wave, feedback, everything that is in this module, you can come in here and do this. Let's skip over here to the side because you can add, remember you've got 16 per line. We can add some more in here. All the way up to 16 or wherever you want. We can change the division. We can make it faster. And each track has its own division settings. Slower. And the default is 1. We can bring this back to 4, what all these are at. And to the side of each track we have, guess what? Randomization. Now, when you use randomization, it is only going to randomize what you have selected here. So if I have ratio selected and hit random, it's going to change the ratio, which, as we discussed, is the harmonic sound between the two FM synths operators. If we come up to the gates and hit random, random again, let's put in some more notes. And let's start randomizing them. And again, this is how easy we can just come in, change some frequency starts. Change some speeds. All right. Change some lengths. That's what she said. Let's change the ratios up of a few of these. Change the mixes. And we're off. Okay, so it's you can get pretty crazy just by randomizing some stuff. Also, we have these scenes here that we can flick between. So you can have a whole bunch of these all the way up to P. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of these. And you can flick between these and off you go. Have your scenes, be playing, boom. We've got nothing in here, so let's put in one of these. Let's put in this. All right, so because I did that, I lost the thing that I'd made. And with the presets, a whole bunch of the... Let's just cover this too. So you notice when I chose a preset there, the presets have a whole bunch of these locked in too. So this particular preset, which is Chance, has 4 scenes already in here. So A, B, C, and D. So you can all flick through all of these. Ed Zelinsky, what's going on? Again, with this particular preset, flicking through the scenes, this one's a lot slower. So you got 4. Most of them will have 4 in there. Okie doke, we're at our halfway point. Let's run our ad that we do here every day on the show. Let me bounce over here. And let's run our ad. So every day, run the ad. Everyone, you may or may not get the ad. Who knows? The magic of YouTube. You can avoid the ad by becoming a YouTube Premium subscriber or just by skipping the ad. We'll run it. And while we're waiting for those who get the ad, I'll tell you what's coming up. Boom. It's been run. So let me update you on some things, because if you are a Wart Warrior, a member here on the channel, it only costs you $1. There are no other tiers, just $1 single a month. You will have access to this fantastic show that we do every year. No, well, a few times a year. It's oh so positive. It's the most positive thing you could ever come to. It is the New Year's roast. And if you'd like to submit your song, well, go over to the members my members tab. Let me see. Actually, I've got to make a public post for it, don't I? I haven't made a public post. But then you've got to be a member anyway. So if you're a member, you can head over to the community tab here on the channel, and there's a link for you to submit your song. And me and my friend Russ and his mum Dot, we will roast the shit out of your song, and we will tell you how much you suck. All in the name of fun, right? So we've done a whole bunch of these. I think this is our fourth or fifth one. And they're heaps of fun. Everyone in the chat is welcome as a member to come in and poke shit at each other's songs and just take the piss, right? That's what it's all about. It's all healthy. There's no venom or any negativity, but we're just having fun. And Russ's mum, she is absolutely evil. You've got to be pretty good to impress her. But that is happening this week, Friday, US, UK time. If you remember, go check the member tab. Please submit a song. I think we have already 12 songs, so get your track in and have a chance to have us totally shit all over your song. Tomorrow on the show, we have a wonderful interview with this guy here, Simon Head. He is the jack of all trades. He is an amazing musician, played with some amazing bands, recorded over 1,000 bands in Canada, has his own podcast. If you watch Brad Example's show, he had Simon on the show and performed with Brad. He was super cool. So we got him on the show. I thought I'd get him on and have a chat with him because he's damn cool. And also, because last week's Mr. Bungle show was a bit of a mess and things went wrong and all this stuff, well, this week we're doing Faith No More. And I might dress as a gimp. So you might want to come to see that. I might sing the entire set dressed as a gimp. I'm not promising anything. I'm just promising everything. All right, let's get back into this and see what else we can make. I'm going to just try and make some stuff on the go. My T-shirt's so nice. Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? FMC T-shirts are available from the store. Links are in the description if you want to get an FMC T-shirt. There's a whole bunch of them. All right, here we are. Let's clear this out. We're going to make something from scratch, and then we're going to get out of here for today because this app is pretty self-explanatory. It's not too hard. It's not going to melt your brain. I hope it isn't going to melt your brain. It shouldn't because it's pretty damn simple. We're going to come up here to our gates, and we're going to put some notes in. Yeah, I'm going to put some... In fact, what I'm going to do is run down like this and hit play. I'm going to bring these all in a little bit. So we're just going down in a diagonal line. Let's slow this. In fact, I'm going to do 1.5 for them all just to kick off. And I'm going to try and make something ambient instead of something dancey or anything like that. So I'm going to solo this track to kick off with. I'm going to choose a mix. And let's give it something like this. There we go. Nice. Let's focus on track 2 now. I'm going to go over to number 3. Now for these last ones, I'm actually going to come in here, going to solo number 4. So here's our number 4, and I'm going to actually come in here and mess about with the frequency start down here. I'm going to put in another note. Come back down here to my frequency start. and go into my ratio. Going to add a little bit more and change the speed. Let's focus on 5. I like that. So we got 6 channels running. And what we're going to do with this one is use some randomization for the frequencies. I'm going to put in a couple more gates in here. Now, if you want to delete any of these tracks, there's an X at the end of these. So so you can remove them pretty quickly. Salam. Wicked. pretty quickly you can put together some really damn fun stuff. I think this is just heaps and heaps of fun. Really easy to get your head around. You know, you shouldn't have too many troubles. You can see I know nothing about modular synth. I'm a metalhead. What the fuck do I know? But super easy to throw stuff together. You shouldn't have. I'm going to save this anyway. I like to save these little projects we make here on the show. Motto, let's call it show demo. Save it and you should be good to go. Let's clear this out. In fact, what I'll do is we'll load up the one I started with. Moto preset. And I'm going to get out of here for today. Nice, short, simple and quick. There you go. How much is it? Let's cover that one more time. It is $14.99 on the App Store. You can also get it from their website for PC and Mac. Here we are at Busy Biscuits. I'm pretty sure you can get it from here if I hit the right link. Should have had this prepared. So if you're after it on Windows and all of that jazz, we're at modules here. I don't know where I go to find it here as an app. Products, shop. I'm pretty sure you can get it from here as well. I just didn't have this lined up, but you can get it on the App Store anyway. This is an iOS show anyway, but you are able to get it from, man, what am I doing? So $14.99 and there we go, $14.99, and it works on iPhone, iPad. Oh, is it iPad only? No, it's for iPad only. It says it's iPad only. Hang on a minute. Works on this device. Yeah, iPads only. So no iPhones, just iPads only. I think I said at the start iPhone. So it's an iPad only app. Just be aware of that. Yeah, just be aware. Correction. It's AUv3, standalone, all good in the hood. Let's go out just by playing some cool tunes, something mellow just to go out with. I started off with this today. Why not close with it? Because it's just nice. All right, folks. Do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. We'll all rise together. Stay awake. I'll dump you over at Thomas Christ Show. He's on in about an hour and 10 minutes playing your most rockin' music with You Rock. I'll see you tomorrow with my interview with Simon Head. And let's Oj.